So in September, I'll be leaving for Germany on a DAAD grant. It stands for Deutsche Akademische Austauschdienst, which in English translates to German Academic Exchange Office. So this is an office that gives grants to German and foreign scientists to do research in Germany. I'll be in a suburb of Berlin, Potsdam, at the University of Potsdam, doing work with Professor Hans-Jürgen Schmidt. We're going to be working on gravitational physics, basically some variants of Einstein's theory of general relativity, something called Weyl gravity. That's Weyl as in the German scientist Weyl, W-E-Y-L, not Weyl as in terrible. Weyl gravity actually shows or has the feature that it often doesn't have singularities. So it actually avoids these nasty features of Einstein's theory of general relativity. Also, there's some problem with the rotation curve of galaxies. So in the 1930s, astronomers actually noticed that stars in certain galaxies, as you move out from the center of the galaxy, rotate faster than they should be according to Einstein's theory of general relativity. Now, most people explain this faster than expected rotation by the existence of some mysterious material called dark matter, but no one's ever seen dark matter. So then people then question, well, if there's this material called dark matter that's causing this like very obvious phenomena, why is it so hard to see dark matter? So Weyl gravity actually holds out the possibility of explaining this. So grant is actually for 3 months, and I'll be returning to the U.S. Early to mid-December, and we're going to do Christmas and New Year's in Fresno. And then at the beginning of January 2nd or 3rd, I'm going to fly out to Indonesia on a Fulbright grant. This is actually my 3rd Fulbright grant, and usually the rules state you can only have 2 Fulbright grants, but because the U.S. State Department, which is the organization that offers the Fulbright grants, because they're trying to develop some kind of special connections or relationships with Indonesia in terms of science and academics, they've opened the possibility of having scientists and academics apply for even a 3rd Fulbright grant. So I'm going to be at the Technological University in Bandung, and I'm going to be working with Professor Triante, also on variants of Einstein's theory of general relativity, cosmology, and so forth. This is actually a 6-month grant, and I'll be there January till the end of June, at which point we'll return to Fresno. And so my wife and son are going to be with me on both grants. So my wife is somewhat excited but a little bit nervous because she speaks neither German nor Indonesian. So I speak a little bit of German, but also no Indonesian. So in Indonesia we'll be a little bit more on an even playing field. My son is only 4, so he doesn't know yet how excited he's going to be. The first thing is I hope to be able to publish some of the results of my research done during these 2 visits. I also plan to give colloquium talks at the physics department and maybe at other universities in the area to talk about any new discoveries I've made. I'm also hoping to be able to invite foreign scholars here that I meet during my stay there. During my previous 2 Fulbrights in Russia, I met many scientists and actually have invited some of them to come here to visit me and do research with me here. So Emil Akhmedov from Moscow has come here like 2 or 3 times to do research, and Mirab Gokberishvili, who is actually not from Russia, who's actually a Georgian, but I met when I was in Russia. He's actually been here also about 2 or 3 times. And in regard to Indonesia, I also hope to be able to make some connections and collaborations that will allow me to maybe either return to Indonesia or invite Indonesian scholars to come here and continue doing research, because that's one of the sort of strategic goals of the university, is to increase the internationalization of the university. And so not only having me go there, but also then inviting German and Indonesian scholars to come here.